Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Simply Simple Cooking. Ty's wearing red today in honor of our vegetable of choice, our tomato that we're going to be dealing with as we make for you a creamy tomato basil soup. Now, I know you might freak out a little bit, but stick with me until the end and try it. I dare you to try it, and I dare you to tell me that you don't like it, because it is fantastic. People don't even have a clue the things that are in it and how simple it is and how tasty it can be. So stay tuned as we get into the recipe and demonstrate for you creamy tomato basil soup. Simply simple cooking. Hello food friends, and welcome back to another demonstration for Simply Simple Cooking for your kitchen, just like this kitchen right here. And today we're going to make a wonderful creamy tomato basil soup. You're going to be really surprised again if you've seen the other videos and if you've actually tried the recipes. I'm sure you're thinking, I just can't believe it's this simple and this good and this tasty and this wonderful. But it is. It's fantastic. And so today we're going to do the soup, and we're going to start out with tomato juice. Tomato soup, tomato juice, okay? So what I like to do, I like to go ahead and get the heat going on the tomato juice, and as we get that poured in, yes. So we get our tomato juice poured in, and then we're going to add our dry ingredients. Okay, we have some garlic powder, we have some onion powder, we have some oregano. Now this is what I like to do with the oregano. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but it seems to me. You put the dry oregano in your hand like this, and then I mash it. Okay, since it's dry oregano, it kind of turns more into a powder, and then I run it around in there like this. Some of it's going to be a little bigger, but that's okay. And then your hands, they smell like oregano the rest of the day. All right, a little bit of celery salt, and of course you have to have the basil. Now this basil that I have here is kind of a semi-dried basil. I really like it. It's very convenient. It's found in the vegetable section, in the cooler section of my local store, and it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of semi-dry. It's not dry and it's not live. It's still just the leaves. And finally, of course, you have to have the salt. Now, keep in mind, I know I'm not telling you what's in this recipe right now, but that's okay, because in the description of the video, you'll find everything you need. Now, we're going to stir all this in, mix it up really good, and I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit, because when we put our creamer in there, we don't want it to curdle. So I just want it to be starting to warm up and starting to heat up when I get this going. All right. Now, over to the good stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to make our base, again, the cashews for our cream. So we put those in the blender, and we put the water in the blender, and this time, you know, with the Alfredo sauce, we did not put fresh garlic. We just used garlic powder. And so this time, though, for this soup, we're going to actually put in some garlic cloves. Okay? Again, the recipe is in the description. So we're going to get this blending, and I'll be right back. I know it's a lot of noise, but it is worth it. Okay, so just like before with the Alfredo sauce, we're going to put a spoon in. We're going to take a moment to enjoy. We want to make sure there's no grit, okay? We want to make sure all the cashews and all the water are blended thoroughly with the garlic as well. So now we're going to take our mixture and we're going to stir it into our pot. You can see it's starting to, it just looks beautiful once that red combines with the white, a real nice cream that we have going there. Now, again, as things are happening in the blender, we're not able to get everything out. So we might grab a spatula and we might pull that in. But I have a trick for you, okay? I have a trick. So let's just leave this for just a second. Let's stir this in. We're going to put this back over here for just a moment. Now, when we put the juice in and we put the cashew cream in, there's something else that we want to add to our soup to give it a little texture. Okay? Let me get this all mixed in. No curdling, no chunks of cream, in other words. Get down on the bottom. Yeah, okay, we're good. Now, with all this that's still in here, all this wonderful cashew cream, we want to get that out. And so you could put water, but then you're thinning out your soup. So what I've done is I take a can of diced tomatoes. I mean, you can use whatever type of canned tomato that you want, but I use diced because then it doesn't take so long in the blender. All right, so we put this can of diced tomatoes in. There we go. And if I'm by myself, I don't put the lid on, but I'm going to just be a good example for you. We're going to put the lid on. We're just going to run it just slightly, okay? We're going to dice it up just a little bit because we still want some texture. But what this also does is it works to get the rest of the cashew cream out of the bottom. Now, when we're pouring it in, you can see the chunks that are still there. It gives a wonderful texture. Did you see that? To our soup. We're going to mix that in. All right. So that's the secret to getting the rest of the cashews out of the bottom. So now all we're waiting for is for it to get to heat. And when we say get to heat, what we mean is we're going to bring the heat back up to a medium high, something like that. But don't walk away. We don't want it to get too hot too quickly. And what we're going to do is we're going to continue to stir it around, keeping that cream mixed up. And eventually, as you pause, you'll start seeing tiny bubbles around the rim of your pot. That means you're to temperature. So at that point, you're going to be fine. You're ready to eat. You can let it cool a little bit and serve it. And let's see what we do as far as getting that to temperature. The magic of editing is about to take place because right before your very eyes it's going to instantly start bubbling. Are you ready? Watch. All right, through the assumed magic that is video editing, we're now having our small bubbles come just along the outside rim here. So it's gotten to temperature, and what we're ready to do now, turn it off. Now once you turn it off, remember if you have electric, you need to get it off that eye because it's going to continue to heat for some time and it will scald the bottom of your soup. Or the soup will scald in the bottom of the pan. So I'm going to mix it up really good. You see the steam coming off. It's really, really, really pretty. Pretty color. And so now you take the ladle and you put it in whatever it is that you're going to serve it with, or serve it to your guests with. And look at that. It's beautiful and so tasty. And besides that, it's simple. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Simply Simple Cooking. Try it out. Try it at your house and become a legend in your own kitchen. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, why not subscribe? Visit us on Facebook, check out our website, or shoot us an email. Leave a comment down below. And above all, have a great day.